Okay. I'd like to call this meeting to order. Please rise for the flag salute. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Roll call, please.
Mayor Pataglia.
Here.
Mrs. Pascal. Here. Mr. Ranieri.
Here.
No.
No, Ms. Lobstein is excused.
Mr. Roof.
I don't know about this.
Mrs. Kelly. Here. Mr. Farrell. Here. Mr. Long. Here. Mr. Basor.
Here.
And Mr. Bueller.
Here. Public notice of this meeting pursuant to the Open Public Meetings Act has been given by the clerk in the following manner. One, posted on the bulletin board in the Borough Clerk's office on January 3rd, 2018, and two, emailed to the retrospective carry post on January 3rd, 2018. First order of business we have is approval of minutes. The motion is in order for the approval of minutes for the June 26th and July 3rd meetings submitted by the clerk, as each member has received the copies. Is there a motion?
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes. I'll second that motion.
Motion by Ms. Passio, second by Ms. Kelly. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Minutes are good. Since we have an audience here tonight, we're going to go right to, I'm going to skip a few things and go right to Resolution 1889. Sorry about that. Resolution 1889 is a resolution confirming 2018 appointments. This is for the police department. John Blake as Class 2 Special Police Officer and Richard Thomas as a Class 2 Special Police Officer. Is there a motion to approve?
I'll make a motion. I'll second.
Motion by Mr. Farrell, second by Mr. Ranieri. Any other discussion? Roll call, please.
Mrs. Kelly. Yes. Mrs. Pascal.
Yes.
Mr. Farrell.
Yes.
And Mr. Ranieri.
Yes.
4 ayes, 2 absent.
The resolution is adopted. At this time, we'd like to ask both Mr. Blake and Mr. Thomas to come up to be sworn in. I hope everyone appreciates I moved everything to the front.
Thank you.
One of these days, I'm going to do it last. Stay for the whole meeting.
I think we should.
Come on over here, Scott.
Okay.
Right turn stuff like that?
Do everything.
Okay. Do you want anybody else to stand up with you, or one at a time? Okay. Please raise your right hand. I
Richard Thomas,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution
that I will support the Constitution
of the United States
of the United
and the
States
state of New Jersey,
and the state of New Jersey,
that I will bear true faith
that I will bear true faith
and allegiance to the same,
and allegiance to the
and
same,
to the governments established
and to the governments established
in the United States
in the United States
and in this state,
and in this state,
under the authority of the people,
under the authority of the people,
and that I will faithfully,
and that I will faithfully,
impartially,
impartially,
and justly
and justly
perform all the duties
perform all the duties
of the office of
of
Class 2 Special Police Officer,
Class 2 Special Police Officer,
according to the best of my ability,
according to the best of my ability.
and that I will not use my office
I will not use my office
to grant preferential treatment,
to grant preferential treatment,
nor to seek personal gain,
nor to seek personal gain,
favor,
favor,
or advantage
or advantage,
not available to the general public.
not available to the general public.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations. Repeat after me. Raise your right hand.
I, John Blake,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly
that
swear
I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the state of New Jersey,
and the state of New Jersey,
and that I will bear true faith
and I will bear true faith
and allegiance to the
and
same,
allegiance to the same,
to the governments established
to the governments established
in
in
the United States
the United States
and in this state,
and in this state,
under the authority of the people,
under the authority of the people,
and that I will faithfully,
that I will faithfully,
impartially,
impartially,
and justly
and justly
perform all the duties
perform all the duties
of
of
the office of
the office of
Class 2 Special Police Officer,
Class 2 Special Police Officer,
according to the best of my ability,
according to the best of my ability.
and that I will not use my office
I will not use my office
to grant preferential treatment,
to grant Freeman.
in order to seek personal gain,
In order to seek personal gain,
favor,
favor,
or advantage
or advantage
not available to the general public.
not available to the general public.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations. This is always an easy part for me to do this. At this point, I do want to introduce Sergeant Sampolsky. He wants to say a few words about our new process dealing with Pledge 2 officers and our training. Mr. Sampolsky. Thank you, sir.
I just want to let everybody know, thanks for coming tonight, and come up here, Sergeant Burns, please. This is Sergeant Burns. After starting September 1st, Sergeant Burns will be taking over. After 20 years I've been in charge of the specials, he's going to take over as the head of the special. So this is Officer Corcoran over here. Officer Woolen's not here. Officer Marchese's in the back. The 3 young guys are going to be in charge of training both guys. So they'll go through an extensive 2 to 3 month training period. And when they're done, they'll be out on their own, and that's it, doing their thing. So they'll get really good training, it's a great place to work, and we're really, really thankful to have these guys. So thanks for coming, everybody.
So at this point, you guys are not required to stay. What's that? I only talked about an hour. All right, we'll continue with the meeting. Like it? All right. All right. Oh, yeah, Craig's stuff. Okay, reports.
I have a report of the Borough Clerk for the month of July. A total of $986.20 was collected for various licenses and permits, including pet licenses. All monies were turned over to the treasurer. I have a report of the police chief for the month of July. A total of $122.66 was collected for accident discovery, solicitor reports, firearm permits. All monies were turned over to the treasurer. I have the report of the municipal court for the month of July. A total of $11,589.13 was collected in fines, and all monies were turned over to the treasurer. For the report of the registrar of vital statistics for the month of July, a total of $3,584 was collected in death copies, marriage copies, and marriage licenses. All monies were turned over to the treasurer. I have the report of the treasurer for the month of June. A total collected $255,497.16, in addition to taxes of $144,234.24, and grants in the amount of $16,364.27. The report of the fire marshal for the month of July, $15,019.52 was collected in fire fees. There were 63 total inspections. There were 139 EMS incidents and 67 fire incidents. There were 4 Type 4 permits issued. And July EMS fees collected $18,755.39. All monies were turned over to the treasurer. We have the report of the construction office for the month of July. Total collected $9,262, which includes permits, apartment COs, and regular COs. All monies were turned over to the treasurer. We have the report of the tax collector for the month of July. A total of $1,007,231.49 was collected in taxes, and $38,448.11 in sewer rentals. And that's all that I have.
A quick question. The court, how's the court doing? Like this 11K as opposed to the fire department? That's a tough question. I know it's a tough question. I want to make sure that we're looking at it.
We took a look at the court report today, and it looks like that we're coming in ahead of last year.
Yeah, we're not looking to say raise money. We're looking to see if we're matching. I understand. All we're trying to do is match receipts with expenditures. so that we're basically, and looking at last year's and maintaining the same amount of money. I understand, we're not here
I
to,
believe that the fire only collects at certain times.
Is that why that was so high?
That's why you're seeing a large chunk at one time.
so
Yes.
the apartments and things like that were
Well,
all.
whatever it is they collect for, their fire licenses, and it's only certain times, so I think that's.
But I'm not getting those reports anymore from the court, that's the only reason as long as you're getting them.
If you, I can forward them to you, Mayor,
Okay.
but in general, the revenues are up from last year, while the budget is coming in a little lower. We're being very good with the costs involved in running the court, so it's coming.
Does the fact that they changed the time help?
Yes. Yeah.
That was the savings.
That helped out significantly.
That's what I'm talking about.
There you go. That's good.
We went from a nighttime court to a daytime court, and that was to help save a little bit of money, because the revenues are down, because you're right,
There's been,
the changes in the court.
it's really, there's a real spotlight on, especially from the state on down, and it started when the judge from Monmouth County was indicted for falsifying records, because he was sort of being pressured from his superiors on the council to really generate as much revenue as possible. So as a municipal prosecutor, we're being watched, and it sort of creates a conflict of interest, because as a council, you have the judge, prosecutor, the public defender, and you're the ones who get the revenue. So it almost, some people say, and I don't necessarily agree with this, but some people say it creates a conflict of interest. And we got to be really, really careful on making it revenue driven. Now, cutting costs is a totally different thing to save money. That's completely different.
Yeah, we ran into a situation, just personnel,
Right.
cost of personnel, cost of running off the court, and we were negative last year, so we want to not be negative. It's not about driving,
Right.
it's about more the cost.
And we've addressed some of the issues that we found last year.
Yes.
We continue to maintain, we continue to improve, we continue to find areas where we can improve not only the financial situation of the court, but just overall as a productivity and efficiency in running the court. So,
Yeah, and that's, you're right, it caught my eye when I heard 15,000 for the fire.
Well, for instance, the clerk's office, in between January and March, we collect thousands of dog licenses.
Yeah,
That's not there now.
No.
Except for the people that are fined for late fee right now. But, and it's the same things running.
Yeah, they write times, but the court should be pretty much even throughout the year, and that's what we're just looking at. Okay, is there a motion to accept the reports as given?
I'll make a motion to accept the reports as given.
Motion by Ms. Passio.
I'll second.
Second by Mr. Ranieri, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay, reports are accepted. Communications. We had a letter from Kathy Bacinda thanking us about the passing of her husband. I got to see her. Mr. Lamestein and I, we met with the library board today. She's doing well, so we wish her well. Is there a motion to accept the letter? Everyone saw it?
So moved.
I'll second that motion.
Motion by Ms. Kelly, second by Ms. Passio, all in favor?
Aye.
Committee reports. Finance, Mr. Ranieri.
Thank you, Mayor, Council. Good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
In finance, I'm going to keep it light. We are moving forward, collecting taxes, paying our bills, implementing new policy and procedures. At the same time, we're moving our scheduled and unscheduled projects forward. I'm proud to be a part of Runnemede's Green Team, and our agenda is to continually educate and implement programs and procedures that can shrink our carbon footprint, save energy, money, and increase the quality of our lives individually and as a community. After years of trying to present our green ideas to an anemic-sized crowd, we decided to present our program where the people are. Last night, the Green Team partnered with National Night Out, and what a great success it was. We had the opportunity to show hundreds of people how to recycle, the benefits of using pesticide-free weed killers, and many other green ideas and programs. Due to the county and state recycling regulations and policies, our community and all of our neighbors are going to have to tighten up our belts and learn how to recycle properly and translate these procedures to our community and teach our residents to keep our taxes in check. I was hoping Harry's not here, but we were told there's a lot of different changes in in the upcoming way they're going to be accepting the recycling that we turn in. Our cans aren't cleaned, rinsed out, and they're going to throw it into a bin, and it comes right back to us and we're charged for it. Things like that. So last night was a sample of all the good things to come. and the rest is progress.
I'm glad it was successful.
Very successful.
Just something to add to that recycling issue. On our website and our Facebook page, we do have some instructions regarding the new,
Yes.
some of the new
So-
strategies.
Very good,
regarding it.
very good.
It was great.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, John.
A quick question on recycling, if I'm allowed to ask it.
Yes,
Am I
you
supposed
are.
to take the bottle tops off of the plastic bottles
Yes.
and throw them away?
Really?
Yeah, you didn't have to before, but you did.
You got this right last time you took the test. Yes. Yes. You did take the test.
I didn't know that.
You know, for everyone out there and anybody who's hopefully maybe watching, you're supposed to throw the bottle cap away
Yes.
and rinse out the bottle.
And,
Now.
right. And no water either.
If anybody didn't see, it was on 60 Minutes or
No, it was on
Sunday morning. They showed a warehouse that was as long as, and I think it was in New Jersey from what I heard. It was up,
Yes, it was in this area, and it showed you the reason why this is happening, because China will not accept our
Dirty recycling.
that's contaminated.
because it has food waste on it.
It has to be pristine is the word that they use.
Yeah.
in the-
Even wet newspaper, the newspaper's
And that's why it's not
They
wet.
don't want it wet, they want it dry.
It's unbelievable.
It is.
So we're really gonna have to change how we recycle.
I believe that the green team, Patty, myself, the green team, the tools that we have now, and what we learned from this National Night Out, we have the, I think we don't have to wait for a year to go.
No.
We could implement some other events and have some of our procedures and things that we're learning and we're getting better with, use them. But there's
No, we need to
also a
communicate.
video, something like that you may be involved in.
It's back to teaching
But-
again. It's back
Yeah,
to
But I
teaching.
think we're going to be forced to do it. We're not going to be able to afford not to do it.
No, I think the idea of the new cans having stickers on them, telling them to take the bottles off, recycle the bottles. I guess we're gonna have to make a decision, because we can't, I didn't realize that people left their cans outside, they all got wet. I never even thought about that.
Gosh, I do.
But, okay, well, that was
So you have to take the bigger bottle top off?
bottle tops have to be taken off and rinsed.
Plastic?
Yes. And thrown away.
It's a different kind of plastic. It won't melt.
Are
When
you
they
going
melt
to
all
be
the
bringing
plastic,
this
it'll still be
flyer
solid.
to the town? How is everybody gonna know this?
Well, I think there's
It's on our
a,
Facebook page now.
Facebook page and on the
It is on there
There's
now.
some people that don't.
But it will go.
I think the first step in what Harry said in our caucus meeting was stickers to put on the cans. So new cans going out, they had a sticker on them. You know, that was very colorful, that explained, rinse it out and things like that. I don't think people understand the different numbers of recycling as much as they will. Okay.
We're
But
not.
I think the big thing I think we're gonna have difficulty with is keeping the stuff dry. It's gonna be a huge problem. Unless we go and purchase all those.
Seven.
Okay, didn't mean to go off on a tangent, but I know we all care about this. And we gotta get it done.
Learning process.
Okay, so, thank you, Mr. Ranieri.
You're welcome.
Public safety. Ms. Kelly.
Thank you, Mayor. Well, we had a very, very busy fire month this year, this month, and one of the busiest months all year. We had one Narcan deployment, and we have a total receipts for the year of $217,831.32. The specifications were approved for the new squad, and in October, the Deputy Chief Laverty and Chief Moriarty are going out to Wisconsin to really look at what the automobile, what the squad will look like, work with the people in laying out the final specs, and that's going to be in October. So all the money is in, the money is, am I right, Jim? Everything is, the money is all squared away.
Yes.
So we should have delivery May to June of 1919. That's the projected delivery. Okay.
That's,
The job site observation was done by the deputy chief along with Special Risk Inspector John Seville, and he found no items that needed any changes. Everything was wonderful. John Seville was so happy. Now, when they do a job observation, they go to all the job sites in this town and observe how and the procedures of how the job is being done. And that's not just on Public Works, it's everyone. So to have Johnsonville not find any problems is wonderful. Because I've been JIF commissioner about 6 years now, 7? Yeah. And this is the first time that we haven't had a finding. So I just, kudos to Harry, kudos to you, Jim, Joyce, all of the department heads, kudos, because this is an important part of the JIF plan. Okay, the EMS staff.
Back on that, Jim, for just a second.
Sure.
The HIF, we have a meeting coming up.
I'm on it.
What day is it?
It's the 14th.
14th.
At 4:30.
14th at 4:30.
I just want to add, Mrs. Keller,
There it is.
that we've complied with the JIF regarding our 2019 renewal.
I saw that.
All the reports have been filed and everything is in
I saw that.
order.
That takes a lot of pressure off of me because
She goes to-
I go to those meetings and they kind of look at me with, you know.
Yeah, we'll make sure that we
She
very,
wears disguises every
I
month.
want to hear, good job, Val.
you can sit back and relax and take it all in.
Okay, the EMS responded to 139 incidents this month, and the fire department responded to 67 fire calls. The total response of 206 calls is an average of 7.7 calls a day. That's the whole month, 7.7. The fire chief said to me that it's increasing exponentially, and he doesn't know why. It could be because it's the summertime and more people are home, but it's way above what it normally is for the month. So that's my report for the fire department. Now I'll go to the police department. This month in July, they had 628 calls for service. 158 traffic summonses were issued. There were 22 motor vehicle crashes. They had 133 arrests. And all of this was done with only 36 hours of overtime, and that isn't bad. They had 2 Narcan deployments. It's always too much for you, right? And that's my report, Mayor.
Thank you. So just to let everybody know, the reason Eleanor and I are, and Mr. Diora, were meeting with the health insurance fund is to offer our employees more options for their health insurance. Obviously, health insurance is a huge cost for everybody, and so we're trying to see what we can do to help those costs. So hopefully we'll get some good news, but I don't know, we'll see.
Well, we have the options, and let's offer it to the employees.
Absolutely. Okay, public events, Ms. Patsy.
Oh, gosh, I can't believe the summer's almost over. Can't believe it. Anyway, we had a great July, month of July. We had our 4th of July parade, the baby parade, the bicycle parade, and everything went really well. We get a lot of compliments from out-of-towners that just love to come to the Runnemede 4th of July parade, so that makes us all happy. Our green team, we're moving forward. It's just wonderful what we are doing to make progress on everything. Also, yard sale. Everyone's asking me about the yard sale. Yard sale we are having again, and that is coming up, and it will be on Saturday, and it is in our newsletter, on Saturday, September 29th, and the rain date will be Sunday, September 30th, and let's keep our fingers crossed and hope that we don't have any rain, because last year, if I'm not mistaken, we had rain on both days, but people said they did, really well. So we'll be giving more information out on how to sign up. Please don't panic because you didn't get your registration in. It isn't really to register. It's just actually so that people can go online, find out what houses are going to have the yard sailing, and then there's a lot of people out there in New Jersey that love to do yard sales. So they'll come on our website, they'll see your name and your address, and they'll reach out to everyone. So please don't panic. There's no registration, and there's no registration fee. So it will be free again, offered to our Runnemede residents. as we have done in the past. So I'll get together with Jim, and we can talk about how we're going to have people register or sign up for the yard sale. Okay? All right, and with that, I'm going to say progress.
Thank you.
Okay, engineering, Mr. Brown.
Thanks, Mayor. I'm going to rely on caucus, but I have a couple of things I want to ask Mark. On the Borough edition, we were waiting on a punch list. Do you know if they got to finish that?
They haven't finished yet, but the punch list we sent to them has been updated. I think Jim had a couple of things that were added, so it has been.
Was that Strode? That was your...
The street lighting was taken care of. Everything is pretty much taken care of except for the door.
But we have a TCO.
We do have a TCO.
So that it's open now.
It's open.
It's open, okay. We'll look for it. It's locked?
Physically, it's not open.
Oh.
That's one of the items.
I told somebody it was open today, and took a resident through the hall.
Well, if there's a way we can unlock those doors, that would
We
be,
are working on access.
That's you too. I got one to do.
and I apologize, I got to call that company back that does that glazing and see if I can get them to give us the price to change that glass. But I mean, if we could open the doors, that would be great. Then we can start working on the signage and things like that.
And tonight, finally have a resolution on the table for a traffic study.
No, it's on time, good.
So,
That's important.
It is.
It is, it's really important.
It's needed.
Okay.
I was stuck on Plymouth Bridge Road on the way here.
There you go.
It's time terrible.
There you
So
go.
it'll be nice.
Takes a good 10 minutes, sometimes 10 minutes to get from.
There should be more
So,
people.
like what we're doing the two streets, so we're doing Evesham, and we're gonna do Clemens
Right,
Bridge.
it's both
For the two, there'll be traffic studies on
It's
both.
both intersections, yes. Okay. It is. Okay, thank you.
Mayor, I forgot to mention,
Yeah.
as part of my report, you know, I'm involved with New Beginnings, I'm one of their trustees, and they're having their barbecue and softball tournament coming up Saturday, August 18th at the clubhouse and at the RYAA field right next door. The event is $15 and it starts at 9 a.m. in the morning. You can watch games all day. They'll have food, there'll be a basket auction, door prizes, water balloons, dodgeball, hula hoop, three-legged races, face painting, and more. So please tell your family and friends, August 18th, 2018, at the Clubhouse, 101 Rose Avenue in Runnemede.
Eleanor, excuse me, our police department will be playing there as well?
And the fire department.
Oh, great. Fantastic.
They have 8 teams.
Oh, we should be cheerleaders. Let's dress
Jim's
them
playing.
up.
I think Jim's playing.
Yeah, Jim, you're playing.
Playing on the police department.
Yeah.
The fire department will take.
Yeah. Okay, thank you. Public Works, Mr. Root is not here, but there was a lot that we went over about the recycling. Parks and Recreation, Mr. Lomstein is not here. Though I do know there's a meeting happening with the youth organizations to clarify some issues. There was?
There was, last night.
Was it good?
5:30, it was excellent.
Good.
I had a chance to meet with Joe Perry
Okay.
and Rich, I'm not sure.
Richie Spear?
Yes, very nice gentleman, and the key is communication.
Yep.
And we're working things out, and we're here to help each other. So I gave them my contact information, I have their contact information. I'll be writing an email and sending it out to you, just a recap of what we talked about, the plans that we have to increase the communication, some expectations on our part, and some expectations on their part. And I'm confident that we will be able to even take that to the next level.
Good.
That's great.
It's really important that we keep everything wonderful for our young people.
Yes.
They play sports, it involves hundreds of families. It's just a wonderful thing that we can work together with both organizations.
Yeah.
You know, the children are the future of the world. And if we invest all our interest and monies in our children, we'll have a better world. You know, we have the police academy coming up this week. Did you remember that?
That's right. And on the 13th, the helicopter's
Yeah,
coming in.
yes,
At
there's
Ball.
going to be a helicopter landing at
Helicopter.
Ball School. So, you know, the more we can do with our youth, the better it will be.
Yes, ma'am.
Absolutely.
Well, that's why we've invested so
Write
much.
down
in that.
August 13th.
We have invested.
And hopefully people see that we're investing in our community. I think they have to see, right?
August
Okay.
13th, the helicopter.
Administrative report, might as well just go right into that.
Oh, yeah. Thanks, Mayor, Council. I just want to say, last night was my first time that I got to attend the National Night Out here, and I had a wonderful time. It was great from the beginning to the end. We kind of beat a thunderstorm. There was lightning going on as we were throwing the tables back, putting them away, but I just never saw so many people having fun, from kids to adults, and it was a pleasure and honor to be there. And I appreciate it. So it was a good thing. So a couple of the other things that I wanted to talk about, I'm not going to talk about a lot, but to piggyback off of what we talked about with the JIF, one of the things that we have to report are our properties. The properties owned by the borough, the value and different things like that. So we're taking the opportunity to make sure that we are, from the audit, there was a discussion on it.
You're talking about the fixed asset list?
Fixed asset list, but one of the things that we need to pay a little more attention is the borough properties, the actual tangible buildings and things of value there. So I'm using the JIF reports, I'm working with the assessor and the construction department to put some values on there. We're going to do we're going to go around town, we're going to identify our structures, and it'll make us that much more compliant with the JIF, and also we'll have a real knowledge of what things are worth.
Answer this question, you know, Charlie's, whatever,
Yes.
that's our property.
Yes.
How does that figure in the asset? Do we figure that into the asset?
Yes.
Even though it's rented out and Charlie,
Sure.
It's considered a building, and it has a value, and it's on our fixed asset list.
Yeah. Yeah, and then the rental income we count as part of our budget. We anticipate the revenue coming in. The only thing is, it's funny, I just ran into Pannoni the other day, and if everyone doesn't remember, we still have to do something about that garage. It's going to come about. We're going to have to clean up that soil. So the rental income that we've been getting, and it's been a good 8 or 9 years now, so we've probably brought in almost $300,000 in rental income. But I believe our bill is going to be about $1 million to clean the property. So it is what it is. We're trying to get funding. We've been trying to get it. We're just waiting for that final letter to say we have to get started on it. So that'll be Bob's job to keep an eye on that.
it's been in the works for about 25 years.
We haven't heard anything about that, right?
No.
No. But it's part of our fixed assets. I mean, I would assume that the assessor has that building worth, it's going to be worth at least $500,000 or something.
Oh, gosh, yes, it's huge.
Okay, another thing that we've been working on this month is banking. We had an opportunity to sit down with our bank and talk about our investment options and our options for our managing our accounts in the bank. And we were able to get into an interest-bearing investment type for our idle funds that goes along with our cash management plan. And it's a good opportunity for the town to earn some extra money on our investments. And it's always a good thing.
And that's already started? That's already made those changes?
August 1st. August 1st it started.
Started August 1st. Nice.
So as long as we keep,
I love it, I love it,
as long
I
as
love
we
it.
keep to our cash management plan and the New Jersey statute regarding investments, we're fine. And we do. We're meeting all that criteria.
Great.
We talked about recreation, and some of the main points with recreation are very simple to get on the same page. It's just about like grass cutting issues, scheduling issues.
Emptying trash cans.
Emptying trash cans, anything like that. Insurance information, like the basic needs of running an organization in the town. And the only holdup after our discussion is it's a communication. And we're going to open those lines of communication.
Is it because they weren't aware, or is it because they were aware and weren't able to do it? I mean, producing the insurance riders and having the regulations, is it a combination of both?
I'm not sure what it was.
Because, they change hands constantly.
Yeah. Well, that has
Their
something-
officers are new every couple of years.
That has something to do with it, and a lot of the people who are running the organizations, like you said, they're focused on the kids. They're focused on the kids, teaching them how to play ball, teaching them leadership and team sports. And, you know, what comes naturally for me as an accountant and an administrator, like insurance, schedules, communication, all that, it doesn't, some comes so natural. So that's why I reached out to them and said, let me help you. And it's going to be good.
That's great.
Yeah, that's great.
We're in the middle of the police labor negotiations. We have a meeting scheduled to go over. The mayor, myself, and council.
He hasn't set the meeting date yet.
Yeah, I sent an email.
The police don't like me, we'll see another month.
Thursday or Friday.
Oh,
Next week.
okay.
So,
We'll see
yeah,
how
so,
it
and then after I come back from vacation the following week, we're going to sit down and,
Oh, when do you go on vacation?
not next week, the following. The week of the 20th through.
We're closing the borough for a week.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, oh my God.
I have my phone, I'll be in.
Thank you, Mayor.
Joyce, you'll be here, that week?
Yeah, Joyce will be here. Joyce, I think she will.
Now I'm here.
Joyce wasn't here last week, though.
Well, she was on
It
vacation.
was quiet.
3 days
It was
last week,
quiet.
2 days this week, and I paid the price for it.
I know.
You should have saw
I
it.
know, Shane, I saw it.
This morning was a very tough,
Yeah.
tough time. One other thing, and I'm sure Mark will get into it, and on the agenda, there's 2 resolutions to accept bids for, to repair stormwater repairs in the town, West 3rd Street and North Oakland Avenue. And we're excited about getting that done and starting to attack that portion of our road infrastructure. I did contact the auditors, where we talked about a caucus, about bond money, everything like that, and we're aligned. We know what we need to do. And I can explain that to Dan later.
All right, thank you.
Next month.
Anything else? All right.
Well, that's part of my report.
Well, then we'll go solicitor's report, well done.
Thank you, Jim.
Yeah, thank you.
There you go.
Progress.
Okay. Got anything?
I'm just keeping the seat warm tonight, but I will be back for September caucus, I think through the end of the year, so looking forward to that. It just because the National Night Out schedule kind of threw our office for a loop and I was available, so volunteered very quickly to come see you guys.
Thank you.
You
So-
love us. You
Yes, I
love
do.
us.
Volunteered, so I don't really have anything, but.
Well, we had the one thing on the agenda, the one resolution for that labor agreement. It's on there, I think that's already been reviewed.
Yeah.
So we're good.
For
The other class too.
Mr. Fred.
Yes.
My understanding is everything is in order.
I understand that too, there's 3
I
resolutions.
reviewed it today, everything's.
Good, I didn't have time, so I'm relying on you guys.
Yeah, everything's
Okay.
supposed to.
Been good? All right, then, engineer, you wanna?
Thank you, Dan.
That's a tough act to follow.
Ah.
It always is. I can't solve it.
All right, he's gonna have one.
No, I submitted my written report before I left for vacation, and I understand Craig Rowley was here and talked about it, and he must have did a good job because he has 4 resolutions on tonight's agenda.
Yes.
So we have 2 for what Jim was talking about, the emergency repairs with Lambert Construction for one and Coastline for the other. The other is for a change order for Elm Avenue, which is deduct $46 and change. And the other is what Bob was talking about for the traffic study on the 2 intersections on Black Horse Pike. Craig also said we're going to be advertising the fiscal year 2018 DOT project today, and we did get that in the paper. So we're advertised, the bid opening is on the 24th of August. So hopefully we'll get good prices and be able to award it either at the caucus on the 28th or the council meeting on the 4th.
And then what's the time frame for the construction? Is it 90 days or 120?
I think we did 45.
We did 45.
45 or 60, I don't remember. We want to, it's going to be done this year before.
Okay.
Good.
Yeah, because that's what I was thinking, the CDBG meeting, they want those bills in so they can reimburse us as quickly as possible. Great.
Can I ask you a question? Is that going to interfere with what we have going with the South Jersey gas as far as,
It's my understanding they're not in that area. They're on the other side.
On the other side of the,
how about as far as your station where you keep the
I don't think they're going to be around.
That's on Rowan, right behind
Yeah, they won't be around.
girls softball.
That's where they're going to be.
That's for South Jersey, but it won't affect
South
this
Jersey.
project. Okay.
South Jersey.
Other than that, progress.
Okay, that was easy.
Quick question for Mile. Are you involved in the Mile?
That was not, they did not come in front of the planning board, there wasn't anything on the planning board. Why, which one was the question?
No, the question was, what's
They were supposed to open, I think, tonight.
Today,
Yeah. They were supposed to open today, but I don't know. I don't know if they got their CO. I don't know if they got, I'm not aware. I think they kept pushing it back, trying to get things done. I think Joyce postponed their liquor license. Didn't it get postponed for a month?
They gave him until August 31st, I believe.
No, they have to the end of the month with the state to open. So, I don't know.
Are they doing site improvements there?
There wasn't anything. It was just a construction
We
permit.
don't get involved until the planning board approves a site plan. If there's no site plan. then-
Yeah, there was no site plan. They didn't change the footprint of the building.
They just worked inside.
It was all interior renovations, yeah. Okay. All right then, old business, none. Public comment on agenda items, I'm going to say it to the 5 people in the audience. This portion of the meeting is open to the public. Anyone wishing to speak on the resolutions we're about to vote on, this is your opportunity. Seeing no one, is there a motion to close the public portion?
Make a motion to close the public portion.
I'll second that
Motion
motion.
by Ms. Passios, second by Ms. Kelly. All in favor?
Aye.
Public portion is closed. Okay, new business. Resolution 1888 is a resolution accepting maintenance bond for CC Runnemede NJ LLC.
Calvert.
Oh, this is Caliber. Okay, so they're all closed out then? Beautiful.
I was talking with Bob Belsurdo last night, and he was mentioning the smashed up cars they got sitting up front.
Caliber Collision?
And he was asking if there's any way they could put vinyl fence up, some shrubs here.
Well, that wasn't part of their application, their resolution, I
I
think.
said I would bring it up at the meeting.
I mean, there is a fenced-in area in the back. There is a fenced-in area for certain
These
vehicles.
cars up.
We could look into it again. I didn't know. I saw one broken one myself. I did see one out there. Yeah. But it wasn't part of, the application, I think, said that the cars they're working on are either going to be inside of that fenced-in area. So unless that's a car that needs to be reviewed before it goes back, I don't know, we can have Keith look at that. I'll say something to Keith. Okay, so is there a motion to approve the maintenance bond? $10,718.46.
I'll make a motion.
I'll second that motion.
Motion by Mr. Ranieri, second by Ms. Passios. Roll call, please.
Mr. Farrell.
Yes.
Mrs. Kelly.
Yes.
Mrs. Passios.
Yes.
And Mr. Ranieri.
Yes.
4 ayes, 2 absent.
All right, the resolution is adopted. Resolution 1890 is a resolution authorizing fees to be charged in conjunction with the 2018 electronic tax sale. This is what, the $25 fee?
Yes, we can send the new rules that were promulgated allow us to send two mailings and charge $25 on top of the regular cost.
Okay, is there a motion?
I'll make a motion.
I'll second that motion.
Motion by Mr. Ranieri, second by Ms. Passios. Any other discussion? Roll call, please.
Mr. Ranieri.
Yes.
Mrs. Kelly.
Yes.
Mrs. Passios.
Yes.
And Mr. Farrell.
Yes.
4 ayes.
All right, the resolution is adopted. Resolution 1891 is a resolution awarding a contract to ROK Industries, Inc., doing business as NewJerseyTaxLienInvestors.com for 2018 electronic tax sale services. This is the same company we've always been using?
Yes, this is the contract itself, and Len reviewed it, and said it's fine.
Okay, is there a motion?
I'll make a motion.
Motion by Mr. Ranieri, second by Mr. Farrell. Any other discussion? Roll call, please.
Mr. Farrell.
Yes.
Mrs. Kelly.
Yes.
Mrs. Passios.
Yes.
And Mr. Ranieri.
Yes.
4 ayes, 2
All right,
absent.
the resolution is adopted. Resolution 1892 is a resolution authorizing Class 2 officer into the Gloucester County Police Academy. This is a third officer that is not currently qualified. We're going to be sending him to the Police Academy to get his certification. But the following resolutions, just that they're all paired together. There are 3 resolutions. One is allowing him to go to the academy. One is basically saying that any costs incurred, he's going to cover his schooling costs, and that there's no cost, there won't be any fees to us for him getting this. He doesn't get paid from us, it doesn't cost us anything. So if he doesn't pass or if he doesn't finish, he's fronting all the money in case he doesn't get it done. So is there a motion?
I'll make that motion.
I'll second that motion.
Motion by Ms. Kelly, second by Ms. Pascal. Any other discussion? Roll call, please.
Mr. Ranieri.
Yes.
Mrs. Kelly.
Yes.
Mrs. Passios.
Yes.
Mr. Fowler?
Yes.
All right, then we had, resolution is adopted. Resolution 1893 is a resolution authorizing agreement with the Borough of Runnemede and the Runnemede Police Department and Robert Frett, Class 2 Officer. This is the agreement that I just outlined. Is there a motion?
Also move.
I'll second that.
Motion by Ms. Kelly, second by Ms. Passio. Any other discussion? Roll call, please.
Mr. Ranieri?
Yes.
Mrs. Kelly?
Yes.
Mrs. Passio?
Yes.
Mr. Fowler?
Yes.
Resolution is adopted. Resolution 1894 is a resolution accepting low quote for storm sewer repair on North Oakland Avenue. This is the one for Lambert for $36,000.
I'll make a motion.
I'll second that motion.
Motion by Mr. Ranieri, second by Ms. Passio. Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Mr. Fowler?
Yes.
Mrs. Kelly?
Yes.
Mrs. Passio?
Yes.
Mr. Ranieri?
Yes.
Resolution is adopted. Resolution 1895 is a resolution accepting low quote for storm sewer repair on West 3rd Avenue. This one is for coastline construction for $33,976. Is there a motion?
Make a motion.
I'll second that motion.
Motion by Mr. Farrell, second by Ms. Passio. Any other discussion? Roll call, please.
Mr. Fowler?
Yes.
Mrs. Kelly?
Yes.
Mrs. Passio?
Yes.
Mr. Ranieri?
Yes.
Ayes to it.
All right, the resolution is adopted. Resolution 1896 is a resolution approving a change order for Lambert Construction for Elm Avenue project. He's giving us back $40.83. All this paperwork for $40.83.
Sweet.
Really?
Sweet. Nice.
Could he owe us or take it off another bill? Is there a motion?
I'll make a motion.
I'll second it.
Motion by Mr. Ranieri, second by Ms. Passio. Any other discussion? Roll call, please.
Mrs. Passio?
Yes.
Mrs. Kelly?
Yes.
Mr. Fowler?
Yes.
And Mr. Ranieri?
Yes.
So what did you do, the numbers, did the calculations, and it just came out to be $40 off?
We pay them based on what they've installed.
Linear
Some
footage.
went over, some was under, and the net result was a deduct.
That's fine. All right.
And I'd rather have a deduct than.
Yeah, it's all right.
Absolutely.
That's okay.
We'll take it. Sold.
College Dan, Steve, well done engineer.
Well, that's right.
Well done.
Well done. There you go. There you go. All right, Resolution 1897. Resolution appointing traffic engineers and authorizing the proper official to execute an agreement for such professional services. This is for Shropshire, for the associates for $4,700, not to exceed $4,700, to do the 2 traffic studies on the Black Horse Pike.
Can I say something?
You can?
That's going to be a consultant of ours, because you didn't advertise to solicit quotes. So the agreement's going to be for Bach Associates to sign up with them, but we're the proper borough officials.
That's fine. So you're design that in
Do I have to redo this?
I don't
That's
know
not what it
the
says.
I don't know what the
But
resolution
there,
says.
there wasn't any need to.
Well, let's amend it.
It's $4,700. We're about the contract.
Okay, I just, because the proposal was to us, signing, but if that's how I would.
Well, if it's under the, is that what you're saying, it's under the threshold?
It is under the threshold, but if the contract's written that the proposal is to Buck, that's fine. If Buck wants to pay the bill to the professional, and you want to bill us and we reimburse you, I believe that would be all right, right, Joyce?
Well, do we want to
I'm
amend,
gonna ask Dave.
Want to amend the
I assumed
resolution?
It was a professional services. What
amend
should I
this to
do?
say hereby appoints Bach Associates instead of Shropshire, or are we going to write the check out to you? Do we want to take Shropshire out of there?
Or can they change their?
Well,
As the
either
quotes
way,
go.
Would it be easier for them to just change their letter?
Do you want to change yours?
To us?
Yeah, well, we got to get Shropshire to change their.
Okay.
But
Can they do that?
Yeah.
it took 3 months to get the revised proposal, but I'm sure if they are.
If they're getting the contract and paid.
Move a little quicker.
Okay.
Yeah, let's see.
Okay.
All right, then.
That'd be the easiest.
Is that fine?
Yeah.
Okay.
I like that.
Is there a motion then to approve?
I'll make a motion to approve.
I'll second that motion.
Motion by Ms. Passio, second by Mrs. Kelly. Any other discussion? Roll call, please.
Mrs. Passio?
Yes.
Mrs. Kelly?
Yes.
Mr. Fowler?
Yes.
Fair.
Mr. Ranieri?
Yes.
Was 2 absent. I have a question. Is it a professional service? That's
Please.
I looked at one we
Yes.
did years ago, and we did it as a professional service to do some traffic study somewhere in town.
I believe it is.
Same thing with the,
I think it is a professional.
I think it is. I mean, how many people out there are traffic engineers? Is it
Go ahead, Chief.
Oh, yeah, traffic for
It's the same with the tax. I advertise that, I'll put that resolution up.
But you don't advertise to,
Not the initial.
Not the initial,
After
yeah.
the fact, you do the professional services.
There are a firm like yours, sort of that just comes in and specializes in this kind of thing, then yeah.
But you just do it as a professional?
Yeah.
Okay.
okay, so we have one more thing, we have another resolution.
Oh, yeah, there's that one I added on after I'd already done the agenda. You'll see it there. It's the Gardner's bought that house on Plaza Place,
Yes,
and it was demolished on February.
okay, cancellation of taxes.
So I have to cancel the taxes. That's basically-
Are they, is that lot being part of their lot? Is it being,
This is the one that had the house on it.
but I mean, is
not
it
the
being
empty lot.
lot consolidation, or is that block and lot on? Or there's just no taxes for the building?
Correct. That's
Okay,
what
for
I
the building.
did. I'm going to adjust it just so that
All right.
we're paying taxes for the,
The land only. Okay, so resolution 1898 is to adjust the taxes for the land only for block 108, lot 11, as the clerk has described. Is there
I'll make a motion.
I'll second that motion.
Motion by Mr. Ranieri, second by Ms. Passio. Any other discussion? Roll call, please.
Mrs. Kelly.
Yes.
Mr. Farrell.
Yes.
Mrs. Passio.
Yes.
Mr. Ranieri.
Yes.
The resolution is adopted. Okay, we have one more thing.
Yeah, that one.
We have a request authorization to issue a used car lot license to Auto Place USA LLC, doing business as Schmidt Family Auto. This is our tenant, who's acquired the car lot on Clemens Bridge Road. His paperwork is in order, so is there a motion?
I'll make a motion.
I'll second that motion.
Motion by Mr. Neary, second by Ms. Passio. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, the ayes have it. Used car license approved. Is there a fee for our used car license? Is it $50? Okay. Payment of bills. Is there a motion to
I'll
pay
make the
them?
motion to pay the bills.
Did anybody see a bill?
I'll second it.
Yeah, it's on, there's only three.
Here's a bill list.
Motion by Ms. Passio. Is there a second?
Yes.
Second by Mr. Ranieri. Roll call, please. I didn't see it.
Mrs. Passio.
Yes.
Mrs. Kelly.
Yes.
Mr. Farrell.
Yes.
And Mr. Ranieri.
Yes.
Right, bill shall be paid. And then, general welfare. This portion of the meeting is open to the public. Any of the five of you wish to come up and speak, please give us your name and address. Come on.
No
Come on,
problem.
George, come up and tell us how great the roads look.
Yes, please.
Hey, if I get up there,
You have to give your name and address.
you got another hour and a half?
Only counsel that.
I pressure.
Everybody else tries to get it done as fast as
I
possible.
want people to come up and talk.
5-minute limits.
Where you came from, where I
They cut you off.
Huh?
See, there's an arrest.
All right. Seeing no one, is there a motion to close the public portion?
I make the motion to close the public portion.
Second?
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Public portion is closed. Mr. Farrell?
Riding by the old Holiday Inn, what's happening there? It's looking horrible, all the
Joyce, they pay their,
bricks are coming off the
They never did
walls.
their liquor license.
they never did their liquor license. The liquor license has been rescinded.
Amazing.
Do they have an obligation to keep that place?
We had to keep it at a minimum.
Keith
They had to
has.
cut the grass.
Has.
They haven't,
Well, I'm sure, I mean, I just saw an email today from Buck about some properties. Did you see that? There were some properties that needed to be grass cut. I mean, we're on top of it. If anybody wants to go online, if you guys, you know how bored I am, I read all this stuff. There's a website on newjersey.com that lists all of the vacant properties. And it was very interesting to see that. Very surprising, Runnemede had one of the lowest numbers in our area. So for example, in Runnemede, we have 51 vacant properties. Now, it doesn't count commercial properties, but 51 residential vacant properties, whereas I think Belmar, just to the north of us, which has a population of about 25% more, had 114 vacant properties, so more than double.
Vacant meaning, just,
Abandoned.
Well,
Not
that's where it gets a little tricky.
Right.
Vacant becomes tricky because is it just a house that's not occupied?
could
Or
be
is
for
it,
sale and then unoccupied.
yes, or is it foreclosed on or in the process of being
All the
foreclosed on?
above,
I
maybe?
had, maybe Dan can answer this. Today I had my first motion, not a motion, it was actually an order got a home in our town that had a lien on it. The lien holder did an in-rem, he's doing an in-rem foreclosure, which normally they were not permitted to do
What's
until
in-rem?
like within the last, that means they can do it before the 2 years.
Really?
But he had to have it declared abandoned by a judge. And he did, and I got the order today that now it's been declared abandoned. So I guess now he can proceed.
So he could foreclose quicker,
Correct. We
instead of waiting the 2 years.
We can foreclose in 6 months in the borough.
and we've never.
No, we've never done that. So now they are permitted to foreclose as long as a judge will declare the property abandoned. So I got the first one today. It's the first one I I've ever received. So, I mean, I guess it's good for us in a way, this empty property.
What street was it?
Hmm?
What street, do you remember? Property?
No, I have it back in the office.
So does that mean he takes possession immediately now? Is that? No. He can seek and
No,
file
now he
quicker?
has to foreclose.
Oh, so no, it just expedites the waiting
Correct.
period.
But apparently it was a law that was passed in maybe
Within the
14 or
last
16, maybe
couple
2016,
of years,
to
yeah.
help to expedite, I guess, there are a lot of properties that are sitting there.
People just walk in. Oh, certainly, I mean, the guy's gonna get it done. I mean, he took the initiative to go in front of a judge, that's pretty interesting, he must have done his due diligence. I mean, we're very good with our tax liens, I mean, people buy all of our tax liens, right? We have very few municipal liens, and the only municipal liens we have
Or
are,
usually for odd-shaped pieces of land.
Piece of land.
That they're not
Nobody
buildable.
wants, yeah.
You're gonna have a problem with that one on, yes. That's what it is.
Yeah, which one?
Where we tore the building down.
no, we're not gonna have a problem with that, because I spoke to all three neighbors, and all three neighbors want that piece of land.
Isn't it waterfront?
Now, the question is, how about this? Would it be better?
Bidding war.
Would it be, well, this is interesting. Would it be better for us, since we've never done a municipal lien, would it be better for us to foreclose on this piece of land, knowing that we have three,
But we don't have a lien on it. So
we do have a lien on it, we tore the building down. They owe us $10,000.
Difference on tax.
Tax.
That's a common tax.
Are they still paying their
And nobody
taxes?
buys it at tax
They
sale.
paid their taxes.
They're paying the taxes for the land?
They paid their taxes, right, Joyce?
No.
There was no tax. I don't think there was a tax.
I have to look it up.
We have the municipal lien for the cost of demolition.
Correct.
We don't have the taxes.
So we can't
for the
foreclose
tax.
on the municipal lien on
Well, we can foreclose on a municipal lien eventually, but it has to be taxes. You're right.
It has to be
Has to be taxes, yes. So we have to look, we have to take a look at it.
Whose land is it?
They keep up.
it. It was a
the
property that was,
I know it, no, but right now, whose land is it?
we have no idea. Do you know who the property owner is at this point?
There's a name on the property.
But the neighbors have already, they're already maintaining it. They're already cutting the grass down.
Doesn't that back
I
up the
told them to pull the
water?
fence down for all.
Does that back up the water?
It does.
Well, that's, to me, that's valuable property.
But it's only 25 feet long.
So it's valuable to the
It's
neighbors.
not buildable.
It's valuable to either neighbor on either
All
side.
right, start the bidding.
That's what I say. Well, we'll get our $10,000. That's what I think. I think we'll get our $10,000 back.
Yeah, but we-
I think there's a third party lien on it.
You can always-
And the truth shall say.
always use a community garden.
So we'll definitely get our
Saying.
10, and then they'll put it up for sale, is what you're saying. Okay.
What is it, 27,000?
27 Bassett sounds right.
Bassett is good.
Bassett, yeah, what a street. A street we had to deal with. How much work we've done on Bassett. Unbelievable.
Here it is.
We gotta make a
Here.
Oh, no,
I've been there twice.
27 was the person you visited.
Oh, that's our house, oh.
17 Bassett.
17 Bassett. The taxes are paid?
Yes, there's a lien on the property, and there are special charges on it, which is the lien.
That
They
explains
want-
all.
they get- they want it.
Okay. Anything else? I'm supposed to go bowling.
You're doing that, right?
Is there a motion to adjourn? No one wants to adjourn? Motion by Mr. Farrell. Is there a second?
I'll second that.
Second by Ms. Passio. All right, all in favor?
Aye.
We are adjourned.